sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
How do? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I've just wanted to do a little talk about the fact that everything comes mainly from you, and this is what a lot of people don't realise today. Well, they do at one level, but it's just hidden. And what I mean by that is literally working on yourself and figuring out who you are and finding the real you is the most important thing that you should possibly be thinking about, because that is the foundation for everything. A lot of people get into relationships for the wrong reasons. They do things for the wrong reasons, and a lot of the reasons why they do unwholesome things and get involved in unwholesome relationships is because they just don't understand themselves and they're not comfortable in their own skin. And I believe that the biggest problem that people have is, for the most part, is their health. And this can also relate to traumatic health events as well. You know, when I was very sick, I always had this idea of I wanted to find myself, and to do that I would go out traveling and, you know, I would go out partying and trying to figure out who I was and changing my fashion sense and, you know, doing everything that people tend to do and getting involved in relationships thinking that this certain person is going to make me whole and that's all I need. And what I've found over the years is that by healing yourself, you actually realise who you are inside. There's a person inside everyone that's true and honest and, you know, that has a certain personality, and, you know, that's more the real you. And it's hidden under chemicals, under toxins, under fatigue, under, you know, congestion in the liver, under traumatic events. And the trick is following the Nutritional Balancing Program and following it diligently, and having some patience and understanding that things take time. But you'll find that as you release the toxic metals, you'll become more alert, you'll become more energetic, a natural personality will tend to come back. You know, all these times when you sat around thinking and overthinking, you know, should I say this in the conversation, or should I act like this, or, you know, why can't I make people laugh, or why can't I enjoy myself, or why can't I be comfortable on a date or something like that. I always had these questions in myself, but what I found is as I healed, that just all came naturally came back. Like, I don't even have to think about having a conversation with people. You know, I don't have to think about worrying about you know, connecting with another person, because it just comes naturally. You know, people can pick up on when people feel sick, and they tend to latch onto them like a predator and try and put people down. So I'm sure all you guys listening that are suffering from things like brain fog and, you know, confusion, that you've been in situations whereby you'll be awkward, you'll do an awkward thing and people will take advantage of it and laugh about it, and you'll blame it on yourself because you think it's you, but in reality it's not really you, it's just the mechanism, the body isn't functioning right. So, you know, there's a bit inside you that wants to do a certain thing, but it comes across in an awkward way, basically because the body, the vehicle that you've got is not working properly. And as you heal, that just naturally comes back. People just don't, people don't take the Michael out of you anymore. They don't, put you down because you're being awkward in a situation, because you've got a confidence there that, if they try and do something like that, it's them that looks awkward, because you've got a certain confidence and a clarity that's, it's unbreakable. So that's the key, and it's difficult because it takes some years to do, and people are impatient for a lot of the time, and they want quick fixes, and they don't realise that there's an inner voice inside of them, an inner personality that's kind of waiting to come out. And the trick is just to be, and it gives you a certain self-esteem when you stick to the program 100%, because you know that it's really looking after you. It's like a good friend that's got you back. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that, the real self is inside of there, but you need to fix the vehicle first, and then the real self will start to come out more and more and more. But that's the key. So yeah, stick to the program. So I just wanted to, firstly, I want to apologise for the fact that I keep filming in the car. I know that the video's shaky, and I'm trying to get that fixed. Hopefully I'll have some space in my home where I can do these videos much better. But yeah, I'm trying to save time as well by every time I go in the car just quickly do one. So apologies for that. But yeah, I wanted to lighten things up a bit. I want to speak about fun. Hopefully you guys now have realised that, I try and inject a little bit of fun and a little bit of joyfulness in my videos, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of silliness. And it's a big part of life, is just having fun. I mean, it's one of the reasons why we're here. So many people get caught up in careers and being serious about everything, and at the end of the day, the world's colourful, it's beautiful, it's full of vibrancy and laughter and joy and thriving. And a big part of learning how to thrive is learning to have fun and not be so serious. And being sick creates a very serious person. Heavy metals create serious people who are very serious, and they want straight answers, and you can't deviate away from a specific path. And I'm here to say, look, you need to realise that when you're releasing metals and releasing chemicals, you become lighter. Your energy becomes lighter. You become you become a lot more vital, and a natural kind of energy and a natural kind of joyfulness just comes out. And I do believe it's part of our DNA. Is to have fun. I remember reading an article a while back from the Bushmen of the Kalahari, and the Kalahari Desert is well known for being, one of the toughest environments to be in the world. I mean, the Kalahari Bushmen live in very, very, very difficult conditions, and they have a few mantras, and one of their mantras, they have 3 main mantras. And one of their mantras is to have good friends and to have fun. And it really struck me that one of the main 3 things in life is to have fun. I mean, these people that are in the most terrible conditions on the earth, anyone would sink into victim thinking, and cynicism. And they basically says, it's all about having fun. But there's other aspects to life as well. You can't just go around having fun all the time. That's there is times when seriousness is important. Of course it is, and it's up to you to kind of figure out and feel your way through when things need more seriousness, and when things need lightening up a little bit and need a bit of joy. And again, it's all about balance. And yeah, there is seriousness and there's joyfulness and fun. And it's about finding that right balance and figuring out, when it's alright to be a bit more fun, when it's alright to be a bit more serious. And I'll always say in all my videos that the key is starting a nutritional balancing program. That is the foundation for everything. It is a foundation for fun. It allows you to build your vehicle up to a point where it's got the chemicals, it's got the hormones, it's got the minerals, the personality is integrated, and the body just now and again just wants to let it all out in a fun, joyful way. So think about it, you know, even if you're feeling sick, put on a comedy, you know, go and jump on a bouncy castle, go and have a food fight with your friends, you know, go and dance in the rain, go and dance with your friends, you know, just do something that kind of lifts you up and kind of makes you realize that life is about being joyful for the most part. And you know, don't plan your days where you're sat behind a computer all day working. Don't plan your days where you're isolated by yourself doing nothing. Plan your days where you can inject a little bit of joy into it, and you'll find that you'll be a much happier person. So that's it, that's everything. Please keep questions coming. Yeah, I'm really enjoying answering your questions. I think it's a good way of interacting with people. So yeah, speak soon guys, and remember, have some fun.